It's Thursday, May 10th, 2012. Waiting for George to, I brought him down to the bank. He's got his mortgage in. I don't know what he's doing. And I'm going to shoot up to the storage unit and get that trans out today. Hopefully it's cool to do it today. Alright, finally get to start working on this throwout bearing project. So first step, take out the drive shaft, then the trans, and take out the hood. I gotta take the hood off so I can get it over. Alright, I'm starting by taking the hood off. I stuck a shovel in there so that since I don't have two people, it'll reduce the odds of it sliding back into the windshield if it falls. What I want to do, I took out the front two bolts, and I took out the rear bolt on that side. Now I'm going to hold it as I take the rear bolt out on this side, and then tilt it straight down. I'll hold it on this side so it doesn't slide into the windshield, because they always want to slide in and smash the windshield. Now that the hood is loosened, and I cantilevered it, tilted it down, now I'm just going to stick the hood bolts back in so they don't get lost. And then I'll put the hood on the roof or something. Yeah, sadly I guess I'm a little out of shape. I was having a hard time with the hood, so I brought it down this way so I don't have to risk breaking that windshield. Now I'll pull my shovel off. Now I can get at this without restriction. I'll bring the hood to the back, I guess, over there where it'll be. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it right there. It'll be out of the way enough there. I can get it all this crap without restriction. This is gonna be nowhere near as bad as that Blazer was. Okay, all I gotta do is take the trans to engine bolts out. I'm gonna just slide the trans right off by the throwout bearing, leaving the clutch intact. I don't see having any problems with not pulling the clutches off or anything. Get it back in may be a problem. Well, we'll see if I can do it. It's going to take a lot of manpower. I don't have a trans jack. Well, the bolts are out, but it's jammed in there. I got to get a pry bar to pull out this joint. This thing's got a split drive shaft, so I gotta pull the back one out, then I'll drop that carrier bearing, which looks to be in good shape actually. Then I can pull the front drive shaft out as well. I got it off with a digging bar, but all those little rollers fell out, so I gotta get a plastic bag and try to find them all. Yeah, I'm already stuck. These 11/16 bolts won't move with my 3/8 wrench. I'm going to have to use a breaker bar and 11/16 socket, which I don't have here, to drop this carrier bearing. This will work on the front. I'm going to have to take the emergency brakes cable off too, I think. That took some doing. I soaked it with PB Blaster and use a cheater bar. Anyway, I got this carrier bearing hanging down. Feels pretty good actually. These are all loose already, so that's not going to be a problem. I'm going to just pull these off now. They'll baggy up everything in Ziploc bag. Pull this front drive shaft out. I already got the bolts loose in the cross member. And I see how they have this emergency brake wrong. It's hitting on everything. They didn't put some of the guides on, so I'll fix that while I'm under here before I put it together too. I see an awful lot of grease coming out of this trans, so I'm going to have to start thinking about getting a rebuilt trans ready to put in here. I got another trans in a truck up in Bangor, Pennsylvania. So hopefully, if I can find another trailer, I can bring that truck down, strip it, and I'll have the trans for this. Okay, that's finally out. I wonder how hard it would be to put seals in this while it was out. I don't know if I had the money or time. Anyway, what I'm going to do, taking it out, I'm going to take the trans out, leave the bell housing on, and just slide it off. To put it on, I'm going to have to reinstall the bell housing and put it on with the bell housing, or I won't get the, I won't be able to get the throwout bearing on right. But it'll be easier to eliminate the weight by taking the 4 trans bolts out and just sliding it back right off. So, cross member bolts are all out. I gotta loosen this emergency brake. I'm gonna disconnect this thing, and I'll take the 4 major trans bolts out and slide it off. Then I'll just have the bell housing alone to take off. Be a lot easier. Oh, this is just great. The one bolt appears to be broken. I try to screw a different bolt in there, it doesn't go in, so I think there's a snapped bolt in there, because there's no head showing. This other one doesn't fit 9/16, so I think they probably jammed a metric bolt in here or something. For some reason, I don't know why. Yeah, I missed a bunch of darn cross member bolts. I gotta take these bottom cross member supports out, and then take the top of the cross member out. I'm gonna have to move this jack stand forward a little bit too, because I'm hitting right on the cross member bolt. Okay, I pulled the shift lever out. That was actually an easy thing, since that's just a little turn thing. You can see the detail of it right there. You push down and then turn it counterclockwise, and it just pops right out. Alright, so that's going to drop there. I got 2 more bolts in the trans engine bolts, and then 2 bolts in the cross member left, and that should be it. It's just a matter of jockeying this out. I have to pull off the clutch linkage, the flywheel cover plate, and the starter. I may have to pull out this oil filter just to get at that bolt. Just down to the wires on the starter now. I almost forgot that speedometer cable. I gotta take that off too. I got the clutch rod off. That piece there will just fall off when it's come back. Okay, now to support this a tad with the jack. Pull out those last 2 cross member bolts, drop in the cross member, and then it should I should be able to use a pry bar and just pull it right back. Hopefully I can keep it balanced on this jack without sending myself to the hospital. So far so good. The cross member's out. Trans is hanging in the air with a jack. There's no bolts in the trans engine. Bolts are all out. So now to gently pry it backwards, and hopefully it'll slide on the throwout bearing. Alright, here's the culprit. This is what's screwed up in this truck. This throwout bearing. Hopefully that's the only problem. Okay. Getting it back together is going to be a little bit of a bitch. There's one wire I couldn't see because the bolt's on the top. I should have taken off the shifter plate up there. I would have seen it, but I gotta figure out a way to pull that off of there. I don't know what the heck it is. And then I can pull this trans right out. Well, taking out George for cigarettes, and he's dealing with the ATM. I did stop at Napa on the way home before I got a picture's misleading. A throwout bearing for the pickup. So tomorrow I'll be putting that trans back in, I hope. Alright, we're back at Little Caesars. George had to get himself and Mariana some dinner.
So here with Carrie Kasem. It's time.
I'm too poor to get some right now.